So volume 6, I think, even after reading volume 7 and 8, is my least favourite volume so far. I didn't fully love it because it really did lack the good balance between spy and family. It leaned very heavily into the spy, but without the family being involved, really. A lot of, well, actually, I want to say, like, maybe the first half of this volume. Yeah, a good chunk of this volume, really, was dedicated to Nightfall and Lloyd being part of this tennis tournament thing where they were in disguise and they were, you know, trying to get this this art piece from a person who was running the whole tennis thing, and one of the prizes was you can pick anything that he owns. And I just didn't love that whole sequence. I mean, it was kind of a little bit exciting to see Twilight and Nightfall work together side by side, doing the whole tennis stuff and trying to overcome their opponents. Like, that was pretty fun sometimes, but I honestly got really bored of that pretty quickly, especially since, like, there were chapters upon chapters upon chapters without Yor or Anya, and so we really did lean way too heavily on the spy at the start of this and not enough on the family. And again, I just don't love the whole Nightfall trying to take Lloyd away from Yor kind of storyline. I mean, it was a little bit dramatic to begin with, and I was like a little bit like, ooh, what's gonna happen there? But yeah, again, with the repetitiveness of her thought process, of Nightfall's mind, it just really got boring after a while. It does instill in Yor a sense of insecurity. Like, she isn't feeling so secure in her role as the mother of the Forger family. She thinks she's not doing a very good job, even though she really, really is. And you can really see how much she is by how much Anya really does care for her and love her too. So I freaking loved it when Nightfall challenged Yor to a kind of like tennis match, but Yor just completely wiped the floor with her. I've lost utterly and completely. So hopefully that was symbolic of Yor's position in this family, where don't come anywhere near us again, bitch, because you will be put down. Yor's love for this family is stronger than your love for Lloyd. And I do feel bad for Nightfall as well, because yeah, she has loved him for a long time. That is fine, like, I totally get it, but just stay away from my man. I mean, stay away from Yor's man. And like, even Yor, like, I wanted to shake Yor and be like, please Yor, just open your eyes and see what you have in front of you. But there is like the whole miscommunication thing because everyone's like keeping secrets from one another. So like, I totally get it. But it's like when Lloyd realizes that she might have romantic feelings for him and he says, Yor, I want you to be my real wife. And then she kicks him, like she's like really scared, like she doesn't really know how to react. And all of that stuff was like such a huge, big miscommunication thing. While it was funny at times, I did kind of get a little bit annoyed by this point. I was a little bit like, okay, like, I would love to, like, move past this now. Lloyd now thinks that she doesn't have romantic feelings for him and, you know, falls unconscious. But Lloyd does want to reaffirm to Yor that she belongs with the family. She's an incredible mother and wants her to continue playing the role of his wife and mother to Anya. Do I say Anya and Anya different ways every time? I apologise. And then the rest of this volume, I mean, I kind of love when Anya was doing her photo shoot thing. Kind of like that because her and Becky go on a shopping spree. But again, like, I didn't find that amazingly riveting stuff. I love the bond between Anya and Becky, especially with Becky having her driver person. I can't remember her name, but her there, like, she was so nice and she realized like how much Becky needed a friend. So I did really understand the bond there, like how proud she was of Becky for making a friend. I mean, Becky does say things that are a little bit mean, but when Anya comes to the school, she says, Martha, listen, there's a really funny girl in class, maybe school won't be so bad after all. And it's like, you can really do see how much they bonded, and like, oh, it's so nice to see Becky be happy and have a friend, and they come from totally different backgrounds, and yet they're still best friends. I love it. It's so cute. And even Damien's like looking at them like, he also has a couple of incredible friends too, actually, I will admit. And again, reaffirms his need for his father. And we end this volume, very excitingly actually, with Lloyd finally coming face to face with his target. I was like, oh my god, okay, so I was not a big fan of this volume up until this point. I just found the balance was really out of whack. Focused too heavily on one thing and then another thing. And it just felt a little bit boring and repetitive for me. But then the ending came and I was like, okay, we're back on track now.